What are these kind of things? South Africans are really signing up a petition against, Miss South Africa that has a foundational root from Nigeria. I think this is actually disturbing. A person of Chidimma Adetshina has been receiving a lot of criticism from South Africa ever since she made it to the finals of Miss South Africa. That is quite disturbing. According to report, she has all what it takes to be qualified as a South African because she is born in South Africa and she has been living in South Africa. She has all her papers intact and she is not the only person that has different roots from South Africa in that particular race. We have some people, some white people in that particular competition, but they just choose a Nigerian to heap their hate on. That is what a lot of people are now responding to. According to a report, they said this is making her to be popular at the end of the day. I know it's going to be a tough one, but after this particular event, she needs to leave South Africa. That is what many people are really advising her on, and also asking her parents to also leave South Africa to an extent because the hate is much. The hate is much. That is what I'm saying. But some people are now trying to justify this, especially South Africans, coming on social media like the Twitter to say, you know what, Nigerians will do the same. But now we are talking about, is she qualified to partake in that competition or to compete? That is what we need to be looking at and not really heaping hate on her. Talking about the protest, a lot of people are really involved in the protest already, and the protest should be peaceful, and I'm encouraging a lot of Nigerians embarking on the protest to get involved in the peaceful protest. But right now, a TikToker who came to the social media to advocate for a violent protest has been arrested by the security agencies, and this guy was really interrogated. How will somebody come out to advocate for a violent protest? We know that you are not comfortable with the nature of Nigeria right now. A lot of people are really getting concerned about this, and that is quite disturbing to an extent. And somehow you have to make your voice heard by the government, not really by destroying lives and property. That is what they are saying. But this person came on social media with his TikTok account to make this kind of video.
Then we should start visiting all these bakery home, all these places they used to bake our bread. I think we need to touch down these places again. If still the 4th day the thing no secure, no day as we like am, before we go come begin to think of okay, more go those big men for that refill site. You get my point, ba? All those Atiku and the rest. This bad government, ba, we must end down. Monday, no going back. 6 sharp. Men are outside. Men must be active.
After he made this kind of video, he was really invited, and this guy didn't answer. An investigation was launched on, and he has been arrested in Plateau State right now. This is quite disturbing to an extent, and we need to fish out this kind of people from the protest, because they can really hijack the protest to perpetrate their own acts or their own individual selfish acts or violent acts. That is what a lot of people are really talking about right now on social media. Let's see the video on how he was arrested and interrogated by the security agencies, who are doing well to actually fish out these kind of persons that will hijack the protest.
What's your name? Suleiman what?
Yakub.
Are you the one that made that post on TikTok? What do you write? What do you post on TikTok? What do you talk?
I post on Monday. We go come up for protest. We go bomb filling station. Bomb all this employment.
Then what about talk about police station and
I talk say if police kill our men, then we go bomb police station and soldier by.
Now then you and who now been they talk this thing where I say I will do. How many of you want come up for the protest? Go bomb?
Now only me do.
Nah lie. you must get boys with you wey be say I don't know say say after I watch the video you talk say men must dey active and men must fall out. So those men wey go fall out now I wan know.
No, I just do am because of.
You no wan tell me now,
No,
abi?
I do am because of fallout. Because of.
You go tell me all the people wey na dey plan to go burn.
In as much that we are protesting, we need to discourage a lot of persons who want to take it as a personal vendetta against some persons by being violent at the protest, and that is quite disturbing at the time. And a lot of people are saying that we need to discourage these kind of things, but you need to actually understand that to an extent a lot of people are planning a peaceful protest while some other elements within them are trying to make it violent at the end of the day. But what the government is simply doing is not right at all to an extent on the peaceful protesters, because they are trying to coerce these people from protest. I think protest is a fundamental human right according to the constitution. It is being guaranteed by the constitution. So we have to really encourage a lot of persons to involve in this protest. But you can discourage violent protests, and we need to make it peaceful as much as possible. And the security men needs to protect protesters or peaceful protesters. That is the best way to go at the time. Thank God this person has been arrested, and a lot of people are being arrested who are encouraging violence at the end of the day. That is something we need to actually understand about all of this, and we need to take this into awareness that it is a peaceful protest and we should stay at that. Hunger Day protest is something that is well deserved by Nigerians. I think a lot of people are really complaining about the security nature of this country or insecurity nature of this country, about inflation rate, about scarcity of food, about the cost of living and the rest. And these are the things that are obvious to the government, but they don't want to instantly attend to the issue. But right now, some state governors, some state governments are now giving out rice, which they've been hoarding before the protest, and trying to use this to bribe the people so that they will not really protest anymore. Do you think they need to protest so that they can register their own view and their own point to the government? I think a lot of people within the government, I don't want to blame the president right now, because some people who are meant to advise him act for him to an extent. These guys are really acting out of their own self-will, and that is quite disturbing. And where they are blaming Mr. President on is he should be proactive enough to listen to the people and bypass these persons he has given kind of authority to act because they are not acting in the interest of the government. What are your own takes about this story? I want you to put that in the comment section so that you can talk about it further. Before I jump off, I want to say thank you guys for watching our videos, and thank you for the love so far. If you are new here, you can click the subscribe button below and the bell notification icon to always get notifications each time we upload our videos.